I want to do a tiny sunset landscape, and this is how I would go about it. Start with a cool blue, which in this palette, I'm using my Sinopia palette. It's called Royal Blue. It's a Taylor blue. Then this is a dark ultramarine, and then this is another ultramarine pigment called Antique Pink. So I'm going in order of coolness, from coolest to warmest. So that was a very cool red. This is the middle red. It's a neutral red called Vermilion. Then I'm using a very warm red, which is called Marigold Orange. And I finish with the Hansa Yellow. Now, because this is a seascape, I gotta start again here. So this will be my horizon line. And then it's tricky because you do not want the blue, especially the cool blue, to mix with the yellow. So I'm avoiding the cool blue altogether. I use the ultramarine pink and then an ultramarine blue. And why not? I'll live dangerously, use a little bit of the cool royal blue. And now it is important to let this dry before we do a strip of land and darken some bits. I'm gonna do a little tongue of land here, and I'm using from the Sinopia palette the very dark burnt umber. I like it when people are very overt, very explicit. It's not just burnt umber dark, it's burnt umber very dark. I added some yellow, and I'm gonna add some of that antique pink on one side and some marigold orange on the other. I'm gonna let this dry, and then maybe one last layer to create a little bit of depth. This tiny little landscape deserves a layer more, and so I'm just using the ultramarine blue dark with a little bit of pink. And here, just for depth, I added that very dark burnt umber. I like that bit of color here, so I'm repeating it, and here. And I'll put a little bit of pink here, and I call this done. And for me, this is a way of swatching, really. It's a great way to see how colors interact with each other in real life as opposed to in an artificially limited setting. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give it a try. Thank you for watching.